Hey guys, GHAZZY TV here with another Path of Exile video, and in this one, I want to talk about the currency exchange system in the game. Long-awaited and very attractive addition to the game, and we've all been super excited to hear that we could do trades with currency in-game. Question is, did it succeed in meeting our expectations, or did we feel like, hey, there's too many problems, I'm not liking this? So I want to spend some time to talk about my take on it, some opinions that I have on this specific topic, and I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are on it as well. So do let me know in the comments below what your take is, and let's just crack into the video. But before we do so, I do want to ask that if you find yourself enjoying this type of content, do me a favor, hit the like button, but most importantly, subscribe for more content. We are this close to 100,000 subscribers, and a little bit of extra information is this little cool thing. Check this out. We are one modifier away from finishing the mirror helmets. A little shout out to Starforge Systems, who is allegedly the best PC makers in the entire universe, are giving out 2 custom Lee PC cases as soon as we hit this helmet. So that's actually something that's happening on stream every day right now. We're just one modifier away. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, let's talk about trade. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because this has little to do with the trade system. So let me head over to my hideout and let's talk about this. So I'm in a position where I am able to consistently run both tier 16s very juiced up, and tier 17 maps is something I've been doing, which has allowed me to do a lot of things when it comes to the gold situation. I'm sitting on 160,000 gold right now, and I got about 10 hours of treasury before that becomes empty. And this is with me actively running my boats and having, well, I guess no mind ores to do or at all. This is just map runners, and I got 3 of them working their asses off. Now, it's a pretty high cost, and I feel like in general, the mechanic itself requires too much gold for your general casual player to keep up with. But other than that, I feel like the players that are blasting, getting into tier 17s have a manageable approach to this, and that also allows us to have extra currency. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because in the currency exchange, it costs gold to trade. Now, I think that buying things have been very simple in general when it comes to hitting certain things. So, for example, say I want to sell 1 Divine Orb, and I want to get some Chaos out of that. Now, that's going to be an 183 Chaos for that. Let's double check the market. There's a ton of those in stock, 182. But if I then check the actual pricing, the rate of this is actually much worse than that. Checking the pathofexile.com/trade, and I see, well, I want to buy Chaos Orbs. I'm actually getting much less than this. So I benefit currency from trading on the actual currency exchange. Let's say we do the flip side, and I want to be in a position where I buy Divine Orbs. I have to pay 187. Now, the problem here is if I do this on the trade site and I want to buy a Divine Orb, I have to pay much less. This basically means that if you are able to generate gold effectively, you can very easily just flip the markets, because you have the currency exchange is now split in 2 different platforms. You can buy one type of currency on the trade and then sell that same currency on the currency exchange market in-game and repeat the process, essentially printing currency without any problems. The downside is it requires gold. So why is this a problem? Well, obviously, this caters very well to the people that are blasting and are able to generate tons of gold. I can very easily generate 1 million or 2 million gold a day with just chill map running with the way I'm playing. So this obviously caters very well to me. But how will this affect the newer players? Well, to be fair, it's going to be pretty smooth because you can just completely ignore this side of the trade and just engage with this. The problem is, let's say I want to be in a position where I want to sell 10 Divines. Well, now I have to get 45,000 gold to sell those 10 Divines. That is a ton of gold for most people. It's about 2 maps of tier 16, depending on the map Atlas strategy you're running. It's less than 1 tier 17 for this one trade. So it's really not that much currency if you look at it objectively. But when you suddenly come into the play and look at the fact that this impacts the amount of gold that you're going to be taking away from your workers in the elite mechanic, it suddenly is quite a lot of gold. And this also goes into other things. So let's say I want to spend a Chaos Orb and I want to buy some Delve modifiers. Let's say we want to get Shuddering Fossils. Buying this will cost me 495 gold, and that's not a problem. But what if I want to buy alterations? Suddenly, buying a bulk of alterations is going to cost me 62,000 gold. But this is 2 divines worth of trading on the website. I just feel like the gold costs are just absolutely insane. So the way I personally have engaged with this specific system is to literally ignore it unless the market price has been very, very attractive for me. And in general, I just don't want to spend the gold. And I'm a person that's currently sitting on 160,000 gold almost. I still don't want to do this because if I do, then I'm forced to be in a position where, hey, I got to farm for more gold. It's just way easier for me to engage with this trade system. So my opinion has been very simple. I think the system is great, but their idea was to test this in the actual community. And to test it, I feel like they need to fully test it. But instead of fully testing it, they are now dividing the market up in 2 different platforms, which is now promoting the fact that you want to buy from one market, sell on the other, and just print gold that way, well, print currency that way by having gold. And I don't think that is a very healthy approach to it or gives it a fair approach when it comes to testing the auction house or currency exchange system in general. So I'm not a big fan of that specific factor that we're in right now. So my opinion has been very clear. Either eliminate or drastically reduce the gold cost or make it a flat gold cost per transaction rather than go ramping up depending on the quantity, and then disable the currency trade on the website so that's no longer seen. That way people would be forced into utilizing the currency exchange system and would actually be in a position where that market can stabilize and people will engage with it. I think that would be the best way to moving forward. But that is my personal opinion. I would love to hear what you guys' thoughts are on this specific topic. In general, I just feel like the TLDR is the gold cost is too much, and the fact that we have 2 markets being split is incentivizing, let's call it bad players. That's essentially what's happening. Because the only thing I'm going to do with the gold, if I ever want to engage with it, is literally just flip it. And it's super fast. I buy in one market, sell in the other, and I don't think that's good. But I do see the benefit of it being smooth. If you want to pay a premium for it to go fast, you can pay a little bit more currency, but you get it immediately. You don't have to trade people. You don't have to whisper people. And I think that's great. That's awesome. I just feel like it could be so much better with these improvements. But other than that, I don't really have much more to say on the topic. I feel like they really need to take a step where they say, hey, we're going to test the currency trade. And to do so properly, they need to disable that on the website, but obviously make it more accessible with the gold cost requirements that's gated right now on the actual currency exchange. And before people start spamming up the comments saying, oh, but GHAZZY, the gold cost is preventing bots. I don't normally talk that much about bots in this game. It's against TOS. I would never recommend it. I would never promote it. I will say this so people actually fully understand this. Like, I play the game for over a decade. I do a lot of crafting. I'm well aware of what kind of bots are out there. There are bots that flips. There are bots that actually snipes for you. There are bots that do the currency trades for you. There are also bots that literally craft for you at the same time. Yes, they're getting banned. Clearly not fast enough. They are doing a lot against bots, so don't do it. You're going to get yourself banned. All I'm saying is, if the bot can now farm for you, craft for you, flip for you, and snipe for you, gold cost is not going to prevent them from being on the market. It's just not going to happen. They will actively be there. I don't think that's an argument anyone should have at this point. That is my genuine take when it comes to bots and the currency trade system. Anyways, I just wanted to raise some awareness of my take on this. We'll bring up the topic to speed to hear what you guys' thoughts are on it as well. So do let me know in the comments below. And like I said, we're like this close to 100,000 subscribers. So do me a solid, hit the subscribe button. Like the video if you found it enjoyable. I'll see you guys in the next one. So till then, stay safe and keep rocking.